Thursday morning, called one of the customers, they got a hydraulic hose gone on a telehandler, and they are roadside. Not many miles away from here, to be fair. So Daniel is, the telehandler's ready to go. Daniel's knows it, and he's now going to go off and swap it over with the customer beside the road. Seems to be the quickest option to get the customer up and running. Even if we call JCB out or something like that, that could take several hours to get the customer back up and running. So we endeavour to try and do our best to keep our customers happy. Daniel there is loving our aluminium lamps, which are horrible things. But there we go. Can we do any quicker than that? I don't know, but we're trying our best. So hopefully keep our customer happy. Daniel's on his way now. It's only about 20 minutes down the road, so hopefully it shouldn't be long. But that's it handy, the beauty of having your own lorry. At least we can keep ourselves out of trouble when needed. There he goes. Hopefully that's customer services at its best almost, we hope. Just like that, he's back. With a telehandler with a hose gone somewhere underneath. So it was quicker to change it, get him back, so job's good. Alright, Saturday morning, away we go. First customer's here to pick a tractor up, which is quite good, quite nice. And we've got a front weight on the front of that for them. So it'll be a hot one today, 83 degrees apparently today. So I've even got my shorts on. More of that maybe to follow. Dan's been given the job of putting the weight on the front. To see how good he is at driving now, shall we? No pressure here, Daniel, no pressure. Most of our viewers are bound to watch. Probably easy if I move the weight from the tractor, I suspect. I think so. I'm going to do the tricky bit. I'm going to make life easy for Daniel, and I'll bring the weight to the tractor. Would that be easier? If I bring the weight to the tractor, would that help you out? Most of the way, yeah, just 3 foot short. Yeah. Oh, it's my fault. Right, got it. Okay, here we go. Making life easy for him here. Would he thank me for it? Probably. And just like that, it's on. I think our pallets seen better days. I think we actually need some metal pallets for weights. I think the pallet has properly died. There we go. And just like that, the weight's on. As I said last video from yesterday, I've had a bit of a week really. No, I've had a bit of a rough week this week. Mentally, I've just battled. That's me being very honest about it. I'm feeling a lot more positive now. And thank you for all the kind words and people that, you know, do respond on here and say this. Thank you very much for those people. And just remember, if you are having that tough time, reach out. There's no embarrassment, there's no shame. Reach out, tell someone, talk to someone, and try and get some help. Yeah, I've had a tough time this week. But you know what? We bounce back, don't we? We have to. So I'm probably feeling 70% today. We've got a lot to do today. We've got, tractor there's got a slight oil leak, you can see there. We've got the telehandler with the hose gone there. All sorts going on this week. Daniel's already got his rev loaded for Monday, which is good. They're going down to the south coast, so he's ready with that. So we'll ask Daniel how he's feeling as a percentage, shall we? How are you feeling as a percentage today, Daniel?
I'd say 75 or 80%.
75%, that's good. It's not your normal 90 though, is it?
It's not. We're busy at the minute, aren't we? We've got a lot to do.
We've got some problems to solve, haven't we? Like
we've got
oil leaks and things like that. But we will overcome them, because I tried to explain to Daniel yesterday that some of these breakdowns, when you get a small problem with something, it's just like being in an escape room, isn't it? There's the solution to it.
Escape the problems.
There's always a solution to the problem. We've just got to find out where the problem lies. And I think it's probably the same with people's heads as well, isn't it? You've got to find out quite where the problem lies and work on that. So very, very similar circumstances. Anyway, we're gonna hit the ground running today, Daniel. We're gonna get things done.
Hopefully.
Make it happen. The sun's gonna shine, and I've got my shorts on. Have I ever mentioned that already? I think I might have already done that. Daniel's laughing. So there goes a New Holland 225 to a local contractor with his black weights on the front. You did ask us about, we have got a green weight block there, but you try and explain the fact that you can't have a green weight block on that really, can you? So there he goes, job's good. So if we look in the back of this tractor, look in the back of this John Deere here, where that pipe has come off there, there's 3 8mm bolts there, and the back one is actually finger tight. So I'm kind of the opinion, hopefully that's where my leak is, but they certainly don't make these things easy to fix or get to, but at least I've found something, so that's a good sign. So I just need smaller hands. Right, well, it's all back together. It looks dry in there. Got it running. I've got some brown paper on the floor here. I've been operating all the hydraulic services, brakes, and I was trying to kickstart a reaction. So far, my paper goes right. You can imagine Sod's Law on Monday morning, can't you? If you're back on site, within 10 minutes the phone will go, oh, it's still leaking. And yet for the life of me, I can't get it to leak now. We've got it running, so he's going to try and get it hot now. But I've been operating all the services and everything else. Something else that I find quite surprising, bearing in mind this tractor would have been serviced by John Deere in the early parts of its life. You've got grease nipples there that still got paint on it from when they were, when it was new. Obviously it's going to get greased now. But we bought this tractor second hand, so it's serviced by John Deere in its first, obviously, good warranty period. There you go, nothing surprises me anymore. Right, on to my next project, which is a telehandler with a hose gun. Right, so here we are. Job number 2 is a hose gun on a JCB telehandler. Now, as with all these things, they're fun to get to. But we've got a hose here, that one there, that's been rubbing on the corner of that filter. And that just can't, now there's no oil up above it. So that is my kind of instinct. We're just going to get a second opinion of Daniel now, who is now crawling on his hands and knees to crawl underneath with the dustpan and brush, keep it tidy. As we just remove one of the belly plates with some straw on it. And no one's ever got
some straw.
Eh?
Some straw. I
A lot
think there were cutting bales on the belly plate.
Can anybody guess what type of contractor's been using this telehandler? There are no prizes.
Was it a potato harvester contractor, Michael?
But I'm going to give you a clue. It wasn't Christmas trees.
No.
No. But there we go. Anyway, so we're going to have a look. We're going to investigate that hose there. Because I've got the feeling, I don't know. We're going to take that off and have a look at that. So a little bit more on the telehandler there. The one that's got the hose, we thought it was a hose going underneath. With, this is the hydraulic filter from underneath. And we found that she's been leaking. Well, we put a spanner on it. It actually tightened up a little bit. And then it was leaking oil. So we've taken the mount where that filter screws onto off. Not quite sure how well on camera she's going to show, but the O-ring there has got quite a bad flat spot in it. So, kind of thinking, and one of these screws that holds it on was sheared off. Why, I don't know. But so, not 100% convinced now it is a hose. I might be this is leaking, but so we're going to get a new O-ring for that tomorrow, and then see. Put that back on, put some oil in the machine, run it up and see how that pans out. So lots of challenging things here. Right, so we're kind of ready for Monday morning here. That's out again tomorrow. Well, I'm delivering that tomorrow. We had a call yesterday for that. So that's out tomorrow as well. Daniel's off down south with them 2 trailers tomorrow. So it's this is the one we're busy fixing. And here's a lovely fuel bowser that just turned up. Now, we probably shouldn't show people sometimes of how they come in like that, but it looks awful. It actually looks awful. So we're going to show you this video here now of like how it's arrived into us. Then we'll kind of show you a video at the end of it when it's been done. The chains are on the top there, just where we lifted it off. But we'll kind of show you more. But the actual thing itself is very, very straight. And if you look past the cosmetic bits of like the tyres that have been mullered and things like that, it's actually a very straight bowser. So, yeah, we probably shouldn't show you, but we're not really trying to hide anything here at GCS, so we'd rather sort of show you what that's there. And then we'll show you this when it's finished. And hopefully you'll see what a wonderful team of staff we have here and how we, make these things refurbish them back to life. So we'll show you more as we go on. Right, it's Sunday morning, really hot outside. So I'm sat in the workshop here in the shade for a minute. And just something I thought I'd quite share with you that it's happened several times in the last couple of weeks. I thought it was just quite, well, they're funny. I'm not going to say amusing, but it just makes you think. We've had several inquiries on how much do we charge for this, how much do we charge for that. And availability, so you kind of give someone your price, you give someone your availability. And you kind of don't hear from them. So on a couple of occasions, I think Michelle was kind of running back to say, oh, just checking how we go on. And they were like, oh, no, it's okay now. Our regional supplier has dropped their prices. So they kind of rung us to price check what they're paying, which is fine. No problem with that. Tesco's do this, or the supermarkets do this price check. No problem with that. The bit I actually find quite strange is that if you're being charged X amount for hire machine, you phone us and find out that we're cheaper. You then go back to your original supplier and say, oh, we can get it cheaper from GCS or whatever. Does that not kind of tell you that your original supplier may have been overcharging you in the past and they've only dropped their rates because you phoned GCS? I don't know. It doesn't worry me, I'm not, whatever, it is what it is. But I find it strange why that person then goes back to their original supplier when the original supplier has kind of admitted that they've been having them over for all this time and will continue to have them over until they've now found a price out from us. Now, I don't actually know what my competitors, if sort of competitors or other people charge for what we do. We charge a higher rates for our trailers, we charge a higher rates for our telehandlers and tractors. Our rates, I don't know what all our other people charge. I charge what works for us. But I do find it strange how they ring us, get a price, then they go back to the mutual supplier. And we had that, I think, with a big trade hire business earlier on this year. We had to submit all our prices in writing, and they came back to us. Oh yeah, that's really good. Yeah, you're a lot. Oh, there's a fly on the screen. You're a lot cheaper than what we've been paying, which is great. Okay, thank you very much for that. And then they've gone back to their original supplier, who's dropped their rates. So I find it quite strange. Maybe it's me. Maybe I think too much. Probably do. Anyway, right. On that note, thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for following GCS. Thank you for all the kind words I've had over the last few days where I've been a bit wonky in my head. So thank you to all those people. It's amazing. It really is. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please, if you want to, click and subscribe on GCS. That would cheer me up immensely if we see the subscription numbers going up. So please click and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a great Sunday. Cheers. Bye-bye.